Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Wood. I'm going to read you a bedtime story tonight. As I'm reading the story, I want you to think about something that the character does to calm down. She gets upset in the story, and at the end of the story, I'm going to ask you if you can think about the calm down strategy that she used. I'm going to read one of my very favorite stories. It's called The Most Magnificent Thing. Magnificent is kind of a big word. It means extra special. I hope you like the story. It goes like this. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. Boys and girls, does it look like she's out of the way there in the middle of the sidewalk? Can you see the neighbors? They don't look very happy, do they? The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It's just all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tags and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds an antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. It even smells of stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only this thing would just work. She's pretty angry, isn't she? You ready? Crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It's not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first, but before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the man gets gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again, and then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure that there are no distractions. Do you see your neighbors now? They're looking at all the things on the sidewalk, and this neighbor says, "This is a perfect thing to ward off bears." And this neighbor says, "This will stop that leak." And this little boy says, "This one's all wet." The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. I want you to think about what they made. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. Are you ready? They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. Do you see what she made? A scooter, and then there's that little place for her doggie, for her best friend in the whole wide world. She worked hard on that, didn't she, boys and girls? Was it always easy? It was very difficult, and she got a little upset. She got mad. But her assistant, her best friend, suggested that they do something so that she could calm down. Do you remember what it was? Yeah, they went for a walk. We talk a lot at Willow School about our calm down strategy. Some of the ways that we calm down is we take a deep breath or we count, and going for a nice walk is another way, if you're frustrated, to calm down. I know right now it's a little frustrating that we're not together, but we'll be back together soon, and we miss you, and make sure that you're working really hard on everything your teacher gives you. Make sure you're reading, take care of yourself, and I will see you very soon. Good night, boys and girls. I miss you.